Here's an easy show-stopping dessert for you that'll brighten even the dreariest winter days. Hey busy bees! It's finally stopped raining in what seems like weeks here in LA, so while it's sunny and cheery outside, I thought I'd make a dessert that'll brighten up all of our days. I'm making a citrus cream pavlova. If you guys don't know what a pavlova is, imagine eating a giant macaron topped with whipped cream and seasonal citrus fruits. It's so good and it's super easy to make too. I have most of my ingredients here, but I'm missing my seasonal citrus fruits, so let's head on over to Sprouts to grab them. Sprouts Farmers Market is a healthy grocery store offering fresh, natural, and organic foods. Sprouts offers the best prices on the freshest produce, and you can't beat their selection. The produce department features seasonal, specialty, and organic items, all at great prices. I met up with Ricardo, the produce manager, and he walked me through all the different citrus varieties that they currently carry. There's so many beautiful options like these blood oranges and pink grapefruit that I think will really add color to our pavlova. Fruits and vegetables are at the heart of healthy eating, and at the heart of each Sprouts, you'll find mountains of farm fresh produce. Hence, Sprouts Farmers Market. So we got our bounty and a few different varieties of seasonal citrus fruits here, and I'll show you how to prep them later. Set them aside right here. In a large, clean bowl, make sure there's no grease or debris, otherwise your egg whites are not gonna rise. I'm gonna add 4 egg whites. To separate your egg whites, it's much easier to do it at room temperature. And then for the extra yolks, just save it to make some creme brulee. And with my hand mixer, I'm gonna mix them until they start to get foamy. Once you see those little bubbles, I'm gonna grab 1 cup of sugar and add it in gradually. Just a small sprinkle at a time, and this will help stabilize our egg whites and make them nice and glossy instead of drying them out. If you dry out your egg whites, your pavlovas can become kind of gritty and it's not gonna taste that good. Here you'll see that the egg whites will become opaque and it starts to get thicker. I'm gonna keep whisking them until I get glossy peaks. At this stage, it's very similar to making macarons, except not quite as fussy. All right, this looks good. You know when it's done when the egg whites in the bowl kind of holds its structure, the ribbons? And also as another test, when you flip the whisk over, it kind of stands up like this and it just doesn't fall flat. This looks good, so now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients in. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, a squeeze of lemon, so maybe about like 1 teaspoon worth, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and to help hold the structure, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And then we'll give it a final mix. A mix. Beautiful. Now we're gonna transfer this onto a lined baking sheet, form it, and then we're gonna bake it off. So now I'm gonna add like a big cloud of our egg mixture in the center of our baking sheet. And then with my spatula, I'm gonna work from the center and spread the mixture out, creating an edge. Make sure the edges are higher than the center because that's where our filling's gonna go. I'm gonna make a big enough pavlova to fit all of our citrus slices, but you can feel free to make like mini pavlovas too. Those are really pretty. You can be as creative as you'd like here. It's like a nice big meringue. That's essentially what this is though. Got some on my sleeve. Anyways, so now we're gonna bake this at 275 degrees, low and slow for about 45 minutes. And then once 45 minutes is over, turn off the oven and just let it sit in there for another hour. Now this takes some patience. Be sure not to open the oven because you're gonna cause major cracking. Letting it dry out and cool off slowly in the oven will just create minimal cracking. You'll see. While our pavlova is baking, I'm gonna work on our citrus, and I'm gonna introduce you to a few different varieties. This one is the vintage navel, probably the most popular snacking orange that's easy to peel and one that you see most often at the grocery store. I'm just gonna peel it. It's so fragrant. Oh, I love the smell of citrus. It just smells so clean. And then for each of these, I'm just gonna cut them into slices. Like this. Got that one. And now probably one of the most interesting ones that I've ever seen, the blood orange. It has a reddish peel, which Ricardo told me is an indication that it is ripe and ready to be enjoyed. Now I'm just gonna cut through. Look, it's red inside, kind of like this beautiful ombre-ish. It's a perfect blend of juicy, sweet, and tart, and they're usually used in Italian desserts. Ricardo also told me that whenever these are in season, they last for about a week in the stores, meaning everybody buys them out. So I got quite lucky that I was able to grab a few. And then we'll do the same for 2 more. Different varieties though. This one is a cara cara, also known as a red navel. If you look right here, you can totally think that it's a navel, except when you cut it up, it has an orange peel, but a pink flesh. It has a low acid profile and notes of sweet cherry. Look at these colors. And finally, my favorite, which is the Sumo Citrus Mandarin. It's easy to peel, also has low acidity, naturally seedless, and I love it. It's just really, really delicious. Great, now we're ready to assemble our pavlova. Some minor cracking, but that's to be expected. It's totally okay. We're gonna cover it up with our toppings, which I'll work on next. I transferred it to a serving board, and now I'm gonna drizzle some warmed lemon curd, just to go with our citrus theme. And then a nice thick layer of whipped cream. This is just simple homemade whipped cream. If you guys want the recipe, I'll put it in the description box below. Just gently spread it out. Don't put too much pressure, or else the meringue will crack under pressure. Get it? Get it? I make the cheesiest jokes. And now our citrus slices. I'm gonna start with the larger pieces first at the bottom, and then slowly layer them towards the center. Last one, in my mouth. And finally, just to add some interest, some edible flowers. How beautiful and show-stopping is this dessert? I'm gonna serve it with some Sprouts sparkling lemon water. Cheers! Good stuff. Be sure to check out Sprouts for all of your grocery needs. Sprouts is a great place for shoppers interested in eating better. Sprouts stores contains about 19,000 products, 90% of which are natural or organic. The other 10% caters to guests who may be exploring healthy eating options for the first time. All right, guys, let's dig in. Looks beautiful. This is like a fruit pizza. I'm digging in. It's like a crispy bottom with a marshmallowy center and the burst of sweet juiciness from the citrus. You guys have to make this. I don't care what you do. If you're stuck inside during the cold winter storm, make this to brighten up your day. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me an orange, lemon, and any other citrus emojis there are. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!